Hey guys, how's it going? So, yeah. I don't know if the ramp is open. Oh, it's open. There ain't no snow. But I don't know. She might be still a little muddy yet. Even where I drove a couple days ago, it's still was pretty tacky. It's still pretty damn tacky now. So I don't think we're gonna get up this. There's no snow on it, so it technically should be drying out, but it's not doing it. So we'll try it 4 low. I think last time I tried it, couldn't make it. Wasn't enough. So, and I'm not going to force it. But this should be dry. Looks like it's dry. Once you get the front tires to grab something good, then you're good. But well, I made it further than before. So, well, yeah, maybe we'll actually get out in the field. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's plenty dry. Whoops. We'll shift it back into 2-wheel drive because I think this little bit here we can plow through it. So we're gonna get back out in the field. This looks like it's opened up just enough that we can make it through. So, oh yeah. Another super cold, windy day though, of course. I gotta check one thing here quick. We are, let's see, did it move? Nope, alright. We are running, hopefully try it and see how my editing software likes it, but we're gonna try 2 cameras at one time. I got the GoPro on top of the roof. I don't know how good that's gonna turn out, but yeah. So, but yeah, there's not a lot of snow left. Just wherever the sun really can't beat down on it. So the fields are pretty much bare. Which I guess is a good thing. It's actually almost a good thing because you could get down here, you know, if you really wanted to. And you could work on the fence line again if you really wanted to, but the temperature is still garbage. It's I don't know. It's not gonna warm. It's by next weekend there. It's supposed to be up in the 60s, but I don't know. Well, the trail's underwater a little bit. We can go off to the side. So, but yeah. Oh, there's water here too. But yeah, I don't know. I just don't know, you know. Oh, this whole thing's under freaking water. The ground's not unthawed yet, really. I think that's the problem. The ground hasn't really officially unthawed yet, so there's nowhere for the water to go besides just sit right here on top of the ground. So some kind of a plastic cup or something laying there. I don't think we'll be able to get down into the woods. I still got to make let's roll over here. Still got to make that part 2 yet of walking through the other half of the woods here for Roosty 6. I only did that other half back in spring. Well, I'll be able to do the other half think here in about another week, I think I'll be able to get that part 2 going for you. I'm just waiting for decent weather to finally show up and a little bit more snow to melt. So yeah, we're gonna. I don't know how far I want to push my luck. Maybe we should just stop right here. We're up at the. We're at the junk pile, but we're not all the way. I don't trust the ground here yet. It's probably still pretty froze. So, but there's the GoPro. Well, it's still a little chilly. But yeah, I don't see any new trees down here, so I think we'll be all right maybe until we get a big massive snowstorm of some kind, or a storm. So I just don't really even want to get out of the blazer. It's just to that point where you don't want to even get out. So getting back up on the top of the dike will be interesting, but I think I got. Oh, I slid on some snow a little bit, so oh yeah, he's just gonna play rough. He's just gonna play hard to get. Doesn't like it when you're in frickin' park, which you can. There. Doesn't want you to do it when you're in park, only in neutral. But yeah, she's still just a little soft yet. So, but yeah, I don't know. It's just is what it is, I guess. Go back to 2-wheel drive. I don't want my 4-wheel drive on unless I need it. So well, there is a tree down here. Pretty much the same places where that big tree fell a couple of years ago there, and I had to pull it with the 15. That looks like something that A could easily handle. No trouble. So, it's rough. But yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of is what it is, I guess, at this point. So, I guess. Oh, we're not gonna climb the hill, are we? Oh, we spun out right on top of the stinking hill. Isn't that nice? So, oh yeah, put the 4-wheel drive on and you're freaking fine. So, probably shouldn't be down here yet. Probably not for another week, but I was down here just so I mean, just a week ago or so. But it was a lot colder back then. So, but yeah, there's not. You'll be able to see it from the GoPro a lot better than my phone, but yeah, there's not much for snow left. There ain't going to be any snow left by next weekend, I don't think. That'll all be pretty much gone. So this is a good thing. It's time. It's freaking time. We need to get on with this now. So winter should have been gone 2 weeks ago, really. And should have been at least in the 50s for a couple of weeks, you know, but it wasn't. It was down in the 30s, 40s on a good day. So, but it wasn't. It was just miserable. So, but that's why I didn't really. That's why I didn't do too much, I guess. Just made a couple of videos here and there, and got one that should go up. No, I'm thinking Monday. I don't want to upload too much. So I mean, sometimes I do that. You guys notice that I'll upload more than I kind of normally would, but that's just because I'm behind. I have too many videos, and I just want to get them kind of up. So, but I only have one video besides this one now. I got one that's already fully edited and uploaded to YouTube. It's just not on public yet. So, and that'll probably remain at least until, if I decide to upload it Sunday, that might be alright, but for the most part I'm thinking Monday. But just depends on how quick I want to get my videos up and out. Yeah, you can actually drive right on the trail because there's no snow here now. Ground's a little soft. I'm leaving a little bit of a print, but I don't know. I'm sticking to the trail for the most part so we don't lose too much hay. But the little spots are going to be interesting though. Those I'm going to have to stay out of, I think, at least for a couple of weeks until I know what the weather's going to do. The river's still frozen. It is on thawing a little bit, but it's still, for the most part, it's still frozen. So, but just kind of is what it is, I guess. There's not much you can really do about it. So it's just, I guess, complain about it, but complaining doesn't do anything either. So, but yeah, I don't know. Just kind of is what it is. So, not really too much to talk about, but sun's out for the most part, which is a good thing. So, I gotta clean my backup camera too. I can't hardly see out of it. It's getting kind of grimy looking. It got pretty grimy on the highway, but the trail is gonna be a mud hole. I see a couple of two squirrels fighting. Not too sure what's going to bring this year. What's going to happen this year, I guess I should say, for the trail. Because obviously we're not going to be able to work that anymore. Unless we get the 1586 back up and running, which probably isn't going to happen. So, I guess I'll stop and check the camera quick. Just make sure it hasn't fallen off. I don't have a way of seeing it. It's still there. Because I don't have it hooked to my phone because I'm using my phone. So, but yeah, for the trail, for maintaining it, I don't know. I guess the only thing I can really do is put the sickle bar on the Farmall A and just cut it. Even though those teeth, I think, are pretty much wore out. I'm not going to change them out. So I'm just going to see if they'll cut. They'll cut shitty, I think, for a little while because they are obviously rusty. I guess I could pull that section off and take the grinder to it and just not so much sharpen them, but just, you know, shine them up a little bit. That would get them to probably cut again. They're smooth. They're not like, you know, today's sickles where they got kind of like that roughness to them. So I don't know if these would still cut or not. I mean, I might play around with a little bit this year. I don't know. I wanted to get a smaller battery for the A2 because that big one's not going to work. So, but I don't know what that's going to cost me. Probably a lot. So, because you got to get a 6 volt, you can't use a 12 volt. So, but whatever, kind of just is what it is, I guess. So, but yeah, we'll just maybe try cut it this year. I don't know. We never walked on it last year because we usually kind of like to go for walks on that thing, but it was kind of hard to do when it was just dirt, you know. Like I mean, it's nice when it's dry, but I think if it was grass, it would be a lot nicer. And I know people are going to be like, well, just, you know, mow it with the John Deere, it'll be fine. Yeah, I can do it, but I already mow so damn much with that. I don't want to mow it any more with it, really. Actually, if anything, to test out the sickle bar cutter, letting the grass grow down in the junk pile would be the best thing to do, because that'll be you know, easy. Just to see how it cuts. It should cut fine. I don't know, but I mean, it's not going to cut pretty. It's probably going to leave them pretty rough, but I don't care about if they get cut rough. Because I'm just not going to care about that. So, yeah. But, you know, it is what it is, I guess. So, but, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. So, but yeah, and another funny fact, well, it's kind of a long story, but our town, it's not ran by our town. It's ran by a woman that used to live here when she was a child. Shit, that's water there. She made a Facebook page. Oh shit, oh, that's rough. She made a memory Facebook page for our town, so you can share, like, if you have any like old pictures of our town from back in the day or whatever. But anyways, when the neighbors first moved here, you know, my neighbors, they moved here 2022 or 2023. It was kind of right after Randy got kicked out of that house. That yellow house next to mine. When they first moved here, they were always walking their kid to school. Of course, it was more of a springtime thing. It was nicer out. Now it's not so damn nice. But anyways, getting to the point of that story. But they used to walk across this bridge with the little girl, and I guess the father or whatever, he took a picture. You're not going to be able to see it. I'd have to share the picture, I guess, which I probably could do in editing. They took a picture of you know, our field when it had all those hay bales and stuff on it. Of course, you could see that I was hauling some in. 2023, I think that picture was taken. So I don't know if that was. I think that was the year that the tire blew on the 15, but I don't know if that was at the time period when we were trying to figure out what to do, or if we already had put the dual on. But because there were some bales that were already stacked up in the corner there, we just didn't get a chance to finish. But at the time, the fence line was still here. Yeah, I know you're in neutral, but you're not going to go anywhere. So that bush was still there. Obviously, you guys remember we took that bush down last year. And then all this was still here, right? Well, yeah, it's actually, it's kind of nice, I guess, in a way when people do it. I don't know if there's some kind of a like permission law, because technically they did take a picture of our land, which is private, and I don't know if you probably should get permission to take pictures of other people's land, but I think that's kind of impossible, just given the fact that private is next to public. So, you know, but it is kind of what it is what it is. I'm not gonna chew them out over it. It's just a fucking picture. So, but I kind of liked it because it shows you progress from a different point of view, you know, like, because I'm not gonna go on top of the bridge and take a bunch of fucking pictures and videos. Like, it's just why when I'm actually physically down here doing the work. So, yeah, I'm just kind of looking this over to see how well all this fared. But yeah, it's almost like you don't even see a freaking stump here now, you know. It's insane. So, but you can still see all the sawdust and stuff, but oh, look at this. Here's a little piece of barbed wire. Okay, that's just a little piece. I'll just take that home with me and throw it in the corner for now. I'm not going to go back to the junk pile for it, so yeah, just a little piece. Nothing to be concerned about. That's what happens, you know. It's like you kind of just, you know, you don't come down here for a while, and then all of a sudden there's, you know, new stuff that shows up, right? So now would be the time to come down here and actually see what's going on, especially since you've had the weight of the snow on it now, and it's, you know, it's pushed all the grass and shit down, so you can really get a good picture of this stuff. But yeah, it's just this ground looks like it's a little soft, so, but yeah, it was just kind of, it's interesting, I guess, because I see it from a different point of view, because obviously I'm not going to go up there. I mean, I can, it's not, you know, I don't feel like it, so I'm not that big on taking 10 million pictures. So I suppose I better get some speed going. But yeah, it is interesting though. So, but yeah, I think this summer maybe we'll work on this other big chunk here that would be worth opening up and cutting. So I don't know if the sign's still there, because you can see that from the bridge, but I don't know if we're gonna really have much of a flood this year or not. Look at those fucking burdocks, they're still freaking standing there. Can't fall over even during this freaking winter, you know. It's like, seriously. We'll have to probably go up on the bridge end here, because I think that's going to be way drier than that. Coming down's alright, but going up it's going to be sketchy, I think, going over there. So I think we'll just go up over here. But yeah, it would just yeah, I don't know what the hell I'm saying anymore. Brain died for a minute. But that looks like a freaking wet spot, but I think I probably could blow through it if I really wanted to. If I had Big Red, it'd be a totally different fucking story, but I don't have Big Red. I just ran something over. Ooh, that's a rough freaking spot there. Holy shit, that's gotta get tore up. It kind of sucks too, because I kind of was wanting to tear up like certain areas of the field, you know, like, and get them smoothed out. But man, that spot that I did like 2-3 years ago is still dirt. The weeds are coming in, but I killed off the weeds, and the grass is going to be slow to come in. but I don't want to tear up too much more ground because we kind of need all the hay that we can get. So, but yeah. Plus the 15's broke down anyway, so it's not going to matter too much. Alright, let's get a run at this, because we're going to need it. Oh, this is sloppy too. Okay, we're going to slide down. Okay. Don't hit the sign. Alright, so that's still sloppy. I'm surprised that's even wet. So I guess we'll have to go. We got 2 more options, but that's not going to work. It's too sloppy and I can't get a run at it on a stupid angle. I got to be head on with it. But I think we can. Well, I'll just have to try to go back up on this side. I'll just have to. At least here I could probably get a run at it, but I don't know. So, but yeah, I don't know. It just kind of is what it is, I guess. So, but it's kind of nice to get down here every once in a while, see what's going on. Not much has changed, obviously. Just to think that, you know, a couple more months or a few more months, whatever the hell it is, we'll be back down here cutting hay again. So, looking forward to that. But just a baggie of some kind, that'll blow away eventually. But yeah, so I guess they shared that picture or whatever on the memory Facebook page. So, which was kind of nice in a way, because you can see it from, you know, a different point of view, and you can still see, like I said, the bushes and everything were still there. So, which that's what's nice. Even though I don't know what it would be for, like, privacy reasons, you know, to get permission to be taking pictures of people's land. But I think we're just gonna go for it. Hang on. Okay, well, we're on the grass, so that's what's really doing it. Alright, well, we'll see how the GoPro fared. So that was kind of a rough ride, I think, for the old girl, but oh yeah, she ain't even moving. So, but yeah, I don't know. It just kind of is what it is. So, shit, what did I do with my, oh, okay. Forgot that I still had my memory card in my pocket. That would have been a bad day. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. That's really all that's going on. You know, snow's gone. I mean, there's still some snow around, obviously, but it's slowly going away, which is a good thing, but it needs to go away a little quicker. So, for flooding, I don't really know if we'll even get much of a flood. The river might come up a little bit, but I don't know if it'll go over the bank or not, you know. I don't think it will. That hasn't even unthawed yet, so wouldn't know for sure, but who knows, right? But it's just kind of is what it is, you know. It is what it is at this point. So, but yeah, I wouldn't mind. I don't know. It's probably going to be a couple of weeks yet. I do need to get the A back up and running, and I got to get that thing hooked up to the homemade harrow for knocking down cow pies. Because the last time I was out there, which was back when we hauled that heifer off, sold that last heifer, she was pretty packed full of poo, which is to be expected. But I know my old harrow, homemade harrow thing, it needs to be worked on again. The cows, they messed up the one end of the wire there, because it's just that square square hold design of a wire or whatever, you know, like it's just ordinary fence. It's not barbed wire, you know. But they messed up the one end because it doesn't have a tire on it. So they kind of messed it up. So I gotta try to beat it back down, get it back to how it was, and then I gotta find a tire to put on it so the cows can't get to it. And plus it'd be for extra weight. But that'll be the A's first job for the year. The A is like perfect for it because I did that last year too. I had the A hooked up to it. And obviously there's nothing to it, you know. It's just like what, a 15, 16 foot long wooden beam. Wrapped my wire around it, stapled it into place, whatever, and I just put a whole big row of tires on it. Car tires. So to weigh it down, I did try it originally without the tires, but it wasn't really doing anything. It wasn't pushing the wire into the ground like it needed to be. So I had to put tires on it just to push them down. Ever since then, it's been actually working really well. I just don't know how long. I don't know how long the wooden beam will last. You know, that might rot away eventually. And will have to be replaced. But if I do have to replace it, it'll be replaced with a steel beam, or like a square tubing with the holes in it. I can get them online. It'll be kind of expensive because I'll be wanting a 15 or 16 foot long piece. But that'll never rust or anything like that because I think it's made out of aluminum or I think it's made out of steel, but they coat it with something so it can never, it'll change color a little bit, but it'll never truly get rusty. So, but yeah, so now they got mud all over the damn Blazer. That we still never did ever come up with the name for this thing. Considering for how long I've owned it, but never come up with a name yet. So I guess if anybody's got any ideas, I guess let me know. But I don't know what to name it. So, but I don't know. I got freaking mud. This farm road is just a joke. It's unbelievable. Like I'll have to drive around now on a main street just to fling all this mud and shit off. So. Look at this crap. Wow, it's pushing me right into the neighbor's yard. This is why this road's so freaking beat up, because there's no gravel on it. It's all just sand and dirt. So then I make ruts, everybody else makes fucking ruts on it. And then we make potholes. So, but yeah, I don't know. You guys, I guess, kind of just whatever. I guess if you guys come up with a name or something, let me know. But this damn road. I really been wanting to invest in a DR power grader. They're expensive, but they actually work pretty damn well. Fucking grade this damn road myself, and it'll be a lot better because there won't be any gravel on it, but at least I could keep tearing it up and fixing it. So, as of right now, it's all just mush. So, but yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of gonna be kind of whatever, I guess. So, it'll just be whatever, right? See if we can. I don't know why, I guess because I did look at the river yesterday, but I just hope there's not a lot of stinking traffic, because I kind of would like to take my time with it, but you know, it is what it is, so. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say, you know. It just kind of is what it is, but I guess we'll just go and take a peeky around town, I guess, see what's going on. And like I said, I got some mud to go flinging, so Plus, I still got my GoPro on top of the roof. I don't think it'll go anywhere, but you can hear it flinging mud. But it'll be another week before I'm thinking about getting back down there again. So hopefully it definitely would have dried some. So oh yeah, lots of crap. So it's probably going to be super windy up here, I bet. But I don't know. It kind of is what it is, I guess. But I don't really have no reason to go down here because I looked at it yesterday. The river, it was still a little froze, but I don't think anybody's coming, which is a good thing. But yeah, I never did ever find out what happened to poor old Randy there. Never heard anything about it, so I don't know if he's at a nursing home or if he just went back to where he originally came from, or I don't really know what the case may be, but he just never I don't know, he might even be over here in North Dakota. I don't know. I don't drive in this town enough to really see him, so if he happens to be around, so yeah, I don't know. So yeah, I don't think the river unthawed much since yesterday. I don't think so. You can see it's unthawing along the bank there. Yeah, it's really unthawed, but that's because that's, you know, thin water, so it's gonna unthaw the quickest, I guess. So I don't know. Kind of just is what it is, I guess. What do you do? So guess we'll just fling her a U-turn there and call it job done, I guess. Ooh, whatever that was. What the hell that was, but I heard something. But yeah, I guess, guys, that's pretty much it. I'm just going to take off and guess we'll pretty much head her home. There's not much more we can really do. So, but, oh, there's the moon. Huh. I'm surprised that's even out during the day. Because it was out last night. How the hell do you see the moon during the day and during the night? Because last night it would have been behind me on the west. It was, well, this direction. During sundown, it was on this side, and it's on this side now. It's on the east side, pretty much right at the same height. That's weird. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I don't know. So it's not too often you see that it gets the moon during the day, but then again, I don't really look because, you know, it's cloudy most of the time. It's very rarely ever freaking sunny. Even when it is sunny, I'm not really looking around. I just, you know, that's the moon, all right. Unless that's a big giant rock coming towards us, but I don't see any. It's not like it's moving or anything. It looks like the moon, so I don't know. Can't say I've ever. I mean, I guess it has happened. I just don't remember. But it's weird. I guess. But yeah, I guess, guys, I'm going to take off. I just want to, you know, let you guys know what's going on a little bit. Maybe try to do some double camera action here. We'll see how it turns out in the editing. We'll have to do some blurring, I guess, of stuff, but it is what it is, I guess. So, but yeah, anyways, guys, I'm going to take off. So I guess have a good day and stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Take it easy.